Hey, I'm live. Wow, this has been a minute, right? I gotta adjust some stuff for you, all that good stuff. I'm delighted to be here, really. I got like junk all around. So forgive me. This is like my green screen thing. Hey, what's going on? It's a pleasure to see you. I'm figuring out this thing. I wonder why the background is always blurry. Somebody tell me all about that. But hey, I'm gonna jump right in because this is what I want. I've got something amazing to share with you. And again, I want you to come along with me on this journey as I'm figuring everything out with live and all that stuff. But today, I figured I'd do a demonstration, like a real live demonstration. I'm so proud. I've got my school shirt. I bought this when I went to, it was a big high school reunion in September of last year. And I got this. And so these are all the schools from the community. I'm originally from Cleveland Heights, Ohio. I'm delighted to be here. And I'm doing the wrong thing because I'm looking at myself on the camera and I'm supposed to be looking at I'm supposed to be looking at the camera and not looking at my actual face. So again, I got 3 points for you. I'm gonna do a demonstration of our anniversary offer because I want you to know really what's inside. And so let's dig in, right? Can we dig in a little bit? What y'all doing today? So today, I am a really good friend of mine who is also a sorority sister of mine, and we were also in a business mastermind together a couple years ago. She is running for a position in Maryland, and I'm going to be leaving here going there. But if you happen to miss this live and you see it like on replay, I'm going to make sure I let you guys know later today, sometime between 7 and 7:30, I'm going to be going live again. But this is what I want you to do. I'm going to share this video out, but I want you to be prepared at 7 to ask me some questions because I got some really good questions in my community earlier today on school. And I want to share those questions with you so that I can help you understand why you don't want to miss out on this. Literally, I have the page up. I have the page up, and it's the anniversary VIP access pass. I can guarantee you, like they say, guarantee you, like death and taxes, that this offer is never coming back again for sure. In fact, when I shared it with some of my business besties, they were like, "Ooh, girl, child, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing?" And so it's some stuff. So today, why you're not getting interviews, and I'm gonna do some live fixing in the room. So do me a favor. I want you to make sure that you type in the chat right now, live, 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 so I know, and I know that you're ready. But not just that, get somebody else in the room, share this video out on your network to make sure that somebody that you know that needs to hear this, why you're not getting interviews, because this is what I know to be true. You cannot get hired if you don't get an interview. Can I walk you through something really quick? So part of what I do is I've been in the last almost 7 years working part of the time with federal staff in three different agencies, actually. And we all know what's been happening with that. Over 300,000, nearly 400,000 Black women in federal service this past year. This year, between February and today, have lost their jobs for different reasons. And we also know that for Black women in particular, unemployment is double that of other groups and of other women. So Black women happen to be 7.1% unemployed right now today. Right now today, when you watching this video today, 7.1%. And so I am standing in the gap for 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 Black women, but I'm also standing in the gap for you if you're underemployed, you know you're meant for more, you can't like figure it out and you don't know like what all these things are. I want you to tune in. In fact, I do more than just tune in. I want you to pay attention and I want you to take notes. I'm not going to share my screen, but I'm going to walk you through the before and the after from that standpoint. And so get your friends, that's right, get your friends in the room, get them in the room. And so if you've been applying and not getting interviews, if you haven't even applied because you're afraid to apply, because you're just scared and you don't know what step to take, right? In this market. And so I want you to know that this one is for you. Today, I made this for you because I've been where you are. In fact, I was laid off twice in less than 2 years. And the second time, I was in Maryland in the DMV with my family, having moved across the country, and got laid off 11 months later after we moved here. But this is the thing. This is the thing. I was able to land a job, butt in seat, in 4 weeks. That's right, in 4 weeks. And people started asking me how I did it. Now, I thought doing that was for me and my family. But what I realized over the years that I have been doing this work, that it wasn't really for me at all. It was for you. And I want you to know that everything that I do is for you. I have you in mind, not me. You see, I'm not looking for a job right now. Um, I'm not looking for a job right now, not technically, but I did actually look for a job and landed a position because I just wanted to see how it was and what was out here. In fact, it felt so weird. And if you want to ever see that, and I'm going to walk through like what I did with it. I want you to say, you want to see the interview footage, interview, right? And so in this anniversary offer, I am going to teach exactly what I did to land a job recently in the last few months, right? And so here's the thing that I want to share with you. These main 3 points. You're applying, but not aligned. You're not aligned with your expertise and your experience. And you are just simply applying, right? That's my first point. The second point is you're listing tasks, but not results. I get this so many times when I'm reviewing resumes, is that you gave me your job description, but you didn't tell me what you accomplished. You're not telling me what the so what of it is and why it matters. And then you're qualified, but you're not positioning yourself like you are the top candidate. You're qualified on paper, but you're not positioning yourself like you are the top candidate. So we're going to unpack these things. And I actually have 5 points. And I know I told you before, I'll always have at least three. And so I'm going to repeat the one that you today, if you're watching this live, I want you to tell me which point is most important to you. You're applying but not aligned. You're listing tasks but not results. Or you're qualified but you're not positioning yourself as a top candidate. Tell me which one of those, one, two, or three, is the one you want to hear more about. And I'm going to do the other two plus dig deeper into one of those three. So do me a favor, get your friends in the room, watch this, tell me you're watching live, and comment one, two, or three, because I'm always going to have 3 points. So this is the first thing that I really want you to know when you're applying and you're not aligned. So I'm working with a client right now, probably one of the most brilliant individuals I have ever worked with, ever worked with over the years. In the I can't say, I always say I'm not gonna say it publicly, but I'll say it publicly. It's a secret, right? It's a secret. If you promise not to tell anyone. So I've been working since 1991, right? Please don't tell anyone. So in that time, I will tell you this woman that I am working for is brilliant. She is brilliant. And I had to reel her in a little bit because she was applying to things and she's been getting interviews, but she's using her energy for things that are not aligned with what she really wants to do. That's a problem because you're sending a signal out to the world, to the universe, to God, who she is praying to and for breakthrough, but she's been praying for the wrong things. So God, universe, the world is confused, right? Is confused about what she wants. And so God can't answer your prayer if you are unclear and you're not aligned, right? So that's important. So, not aligned. And so, this is the thing that is important. The first and most important step is to be in alignment. That literally means, what is it that you really want to do? So, there's a circle that I do with a lot of people. And it's two circles and they overlap in the middle. One side of the circle is all the things you absolutely love to do. And then the other side of the circle that is connecting, right? You know how circles connect, is what you can get paid to do. And then take those two things and begin to circle or highlight in a different color the things that are related to your passions. And somewhere in the middle, the overlap between those two circles is your sweet spot. It's your true north, right? That's your dream job. That's it. Anything else you should not be focusing on. You must be in alignment and be clear. In fact, I teach this and I will be teaching this inside of this offer. This is really amazing, but let me tell you more about what I'm going to be teaching. And then we're going to do some transformation and I'm going to show you exactly the before and after of what you can get when you work with me inside of this amazing offer, which is the anniversary VIP access pass. And so I'm going to share more about it, but I want to unpack this first one first. And so, again, you've got to be clear. So you're making two circles, they're overlapping. In the first circle, you are writing down everything that you are passionate about doing, what you absolutely love. If this was your dinner plate, it would have all the great stuff on it. Maybe you like gravy. I don't really like gravy. Maybe you like mashed potatoes. I love broccoli or salmon. It has all these things. So you're writing down all the things that you've been doing, right? So maybe you love writing on your job. Maybe you love presenting. Maybe you love teaching, right? Maybe you absolutely love traveling. And maybe you like leading a team. And so think about all the things that you're doing in your job, um, doing strategy, reporting out, getting leadership ready uh, for talking points and other things, right? Creating white papers, all of those things, creating policies and procedures, influencing policies and procedures. And so it's critically important that you get clear first. That's first. I'm going to give you this first transformation. This is a resume thing. And so the second thing is you're listing tasks and not results. So a task is literally the thing that you do and you're responsible to do on your job description. You may be responsible for um, managing the team. You may be responsible for passport adjudication. You may be responsible for training or learning and development or creating materials. You may be responsible for managing programs and processes. But those are your day to day. The so what of that is, what have you accomplished? What did you do to deliver on those tasks, right? Like Janet Jackson says, what have you done for me lately? So this is the before. I see this every single day. This is someone's real statement from their resume. The before is manage projects and work with stakeholders. That is clearly a task. It's not an accomplishment and it's not a statement that is going to draw someone in to say, you can do this job. But after we work together, this is what that person said: led cross functional projects across 3 departments, improving delivery times by 30% and increasing operational efficiency to exceed the organization's expectations, right? So again, the before is manage projects and work with stakeholders. The after is led cross-functional projects across 3 departments, improving delivery times by 30% and increasing operational efficiencies. Do you see and are you hearing the difference? Those are two distinctly different statements. And in this case, very clear that they did not just manage, but they led the effort. And you have an all important number, because numbers on your resume draw people in. And these are the things and the triggers that you need in order to be put in the pile that's going to be called for the interview, right? And in order to be called for the interview. So I've given you 2 things already. I want to briefly just share a little bit about this anniversary pass. There's really over $5,000 worth of information. And what I find is that working together with like-minded individuals, having the time to unpack your real questions, having some structured time to work together, sometimes silently and sometimes in an interactive way. There is a live weekly coaching and strategy session every week. There are career workshops and execution tools already ready for you to get started. There are workbooks, and all of our calls are recorded, and even you'll have access to every piece of training that I've ever done related to mindset and to our dream formula. I know you're wondering what that is, and I'm going to unpack it a little bit for you now. It is dream, decide, do. The dream is declutter, reignite, evaluate, activate, and master. So declutter mind, body, spirit, environment. Then it is get in alignment to reactivate, or to make sure that you are focusing on the right thing. Declutter, reevaluate, right? Where you're going. It is declutter, reevaluate. Um, it is ignite, right? At the end of the day, it is activate and master from that standpoint. And so I'm so excited to be here. I'm getting a little bit tongue tied, right? And I've got to let me just take a quick drink of water. So you getting your people in the room? Are you guys chatting yet? Right? So again, the framework is dream. It's to realign, engage, and evaluate where you're going so you can be sure. So some clients I work with, they are committed to staying in the organization or institution that they're at without going externally. And so we want to balance that and make sure that you are set up for success, either to stay where you are and grow in place, get promoted, or move externally, whatever that might be. And then you want to activate your toolkit. So we talk about all of the tools. So you know about some of the tools. There's LinkedIn, there's resumes, there's elevator pitches, but I don't call them that. I call them verbal resumes. That's right. I call them verbal resumes. And this is the toolkit that you're going to use in order to be successful. Because right now, can I let you in on another secret? The thing that's really working right now is networking. That's right. Outreach, whatever you want to call it. And I've got something really special um, set up for this program. So we're going to do a leadership circle access, which means you'll have a dedicated place to ask questions and get real time answers. And sometimes I'll even go live or record something because you asked. We will have quarterly networking and mock interview sessions, and we're also even going to do some book club activities and reading together. But this is the thing, that quarterly networking, we're going to go somewhere and network together. If you are not in the DMV where I am, then we're going to establish an online networking event on Zoom. And I can't wait to share it with you. I've ran it for an organization before and it was amazing. And so either it will be in person if you are in the DMV, or it will be a Zoom event, but it will be impactful. We're going to talk about offer and career growth strategies because at the end of the day, negotiation, I took a class from a professor from Penn State a couple of years ago, and she has a book about negotiations. In fact, she is one of the individuals who teaches the NFL how to negotiate. And then we're going to have a VIP, that's right, a VIP, Career Insider Accountability Support Thread, where you can get support from each other. And the other thing, I have never done this live before, but have wanted to. You will have access to an interactive regular session for studying and for doing work together, and also a silent study where you can just be in the room and have accountability to do the things that you want. And then there is more, but I'm going to wait to share that last little bit before the end. So you're going to hear and get all of this. You're going to have to stay to the end. But again, know this, I'm going to go live a little bit later. I will go in with a one point that everybody wants me to talk more about, and then the other 2 points. Because again, I'm committed to 3 points. And so the resume transformation is amazing, but this is what I want to talk to you about. Number 2, this is the networking transformation. And so the networking piece right now, I'm going to tell you, I'll just be honest with you. It is the secret sauce of getting a job right now. Secret sauce, but the secret is out, right? The hidden job market is inside of your network. If you didn't know, like people are talking about the hidden job market like it's hidden. It's not hidden. It's in plain sight. It's in your network. But guess what? What's happening? You're not nurturing and nourishing your network, so you don't have access. So this is the before networking transformation. Listen up. Hi, I'm exploring opportunities and would love to connect. Let me say it again. Real generic, real simple. Hey, I'm exploring opportunities and I love to connect. Or the worst one of all, hey, I just got laid off and I'm looking for any job. Like I literally hear people say that. And it makes me cringe. I know I can help them, and I'm not going to shy away from it, but many people will because you're not clear. How about this? Hey, Damika, I've been following your work in human resources, and I'm currently leading a team of HR professionals, and we just recently implemented 5 amazing new programs, and we are working now with 7,000 students who are benefiting from those programs. I would love to learn how your team is approaching learning and the challenges associated with that, given this climate, and also given TikTok and all the things that happen. Um, are you open to a quick 10-minute, 15-minute conversation sometime in the next week? Again, I've been following your work, right? You're amazing at what you do. You could also mention something. You're going to have to do a little bit of research to do this, but the before and the after is so much more powerful because you're giving reality and you're not asking for a job, right? You're really clear about what you want to discuss. And this is something that the person has knowledge about. And you've also given them a compliment. And most people, I mean, who doesn't love a good compliment here or there, right? Who doesn't love a good compliment, right? I've got so much more for you. I will tell you, like, I made a whole lot of notes, and I know that if you're like me, I got somewhere I need to be shortly. But let me tell you this, I'm coming back on live tonight. I'm going to share this video out. I'm inviting you to join me a little bit after 7, closer to 7:30 tonight, because I want to I want to unpack 3 more points, and I want to give you a little bit more information about what's going to be happening in this year-long, right, support group that is helping you to achieve your big goals in your career and in your life, whether that is to land a new position, to get back to work, to grow your career in the direction you want, or finally get a promotion or get paid your worth. And so inside the anniversary access pass, the information is below, and I'm looking at the real clock. You've got 10 hours and 3 minutes to take this offer, because once it's gone at this price, I can't even say it out loud. The offer will still be here, but it will not be at this level, right? I can guarantee that. And then you're going to get a ticket to the interview accelerator, because I know at the end of the day, you need to accelerate your ability to get interviews, because this is what the difference maker is for you to land in a new role internally and externally, or finally get back to work. So this is not theory about more interviews, clear positioning, stronger offers, and confidence to move to the next level. It's inside the page. There's a link below. Make sure you like, follow, comment below. What was the point that hit you the most? Join me again when I go live. Invite a friend, but more so, click on this offer below in the comments. It's pinned as well. And do me a favor, check it out and join me back again. I don't want you to miss it. There's FAQs on there as well. You've got 10 hours and 2 minutes for this amazing, amazing offer. And so I want to check my notes and make sure I didn't miss anything. So I just want to be real with you real quick. Can I be real with you? Can I be real with you? You don't need more applications. You really don't. You need a better strategy. And that's what I created inside of this. So you're not stuck. You just haven't positioned yourself, and you haven't accepted help, but you've been praying about it. And so I want you to make a concerted effort between today and this weekend to take advantage of our anniversary sale. I can't believe it. I'm actually doing this, right? Because I'm doing it scared, and I'm going to help you do this scared too. So I'll see you inside. Make some comments below. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, and also be sure that you hit the bell above so that you be notified as well. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Take care. I'll see you later.